Today I'll be taking you painting at a secret beach in Devon with my friends Sunny and Poppy, my Shih Tzu. Warmer weather is finally here and it's time for some new painting adventures. Welcome back, and if you're new here, welcome. I'm Leslie, an artist and former art professor living in the southwest of England, and I make videos about drawing, painting, and my painting adventures. Join me today as we meet new friends, chat, and encounter polluted water in one of the most idyllic beaches in Devon. Shaldon is a charming, unspoilt village on the Tyne estuary and is a friendly and popular vacation destination, especially in warmer months. So I was surprised that on a sunny Friday in May, the village felt practically deserted. A local told us that tourism has been unusually slow over the past 12 months. More about that later. We had a quick walk around town, and Sunny loved the winding roads, Georgian architecture, and blooming flowers as much as I did. We grabbed a cup of coffee to go and headed to the beach for some painting. Ness Cove Beach is a secluded, mostly shingle beach at the end of Shaldon, surrounded by distinctive red cliffs. It can only be reached by the sea or through the Smuggler's Tunnel, which is near the Ness, a pub that was originally a house owned by the Clifford family, along with the Ness Cove Beach. Legend has it that the Smuggler's Tunnel was built for smugglers to sneak in their goods and avoid paying taxes. And although there's no written proof of this, it's easy to believe as you walk through the dark, cold passageway. It's a few minutes of winding corridors and stairs to get through the tunnel, and then you emerge onto a lovely, dog-friendly beach. I have painted this view a few times before in both oils and watercolor, and it keeps drawing me back. I'll be painting the same view again today, but a little bit differently. Whenever I'm in a beautiful location like this, I like to take my time setting things up. I'm usually not completely sure what medium or what size I want to use until I'm actually at a location. A lot has to do with the amount of time I have and how motivated I feel. I've brought some watercolor postcards and my Art Toolkit folio palette, which I'm excited to use, as well as my demi palette, which has gouache, and also my Rosemary Co Travel Brushes. If you want to see more about those and the colors I put into them, I'll link that video in the description. I think I'm just gonna do a postcard painting, and instead of using the box, I'd like to just hold it, keep it a little more immediate. So I'm gonna use my washi tape and tape it to the sketchbook. Thanks. Hi. Hello.
Mine.
Sonny's got a new friend.
Everybody wants to cuddle him.
Oh.
Everybody loves him. Everybody needs to cuddle him. Come on. Come on.
You think Pops are making friends? Yeah. Thank you for coming.
Me?
Yeah.
Aw, thank you for taking me here.
I wouldn't have come out today if I wasn't meeting you, so I'd be at home doing nothing productive. You haven't posted in a while.
I know. Like 2 months.
Has it been 2 months? Sunny. Everyone's going to be so excited to hear from you again. How come? I see you did work for The Guardian.
Oh yeah, I did too.
That's awesome.
I'm supposed to be doing another one at the end of this month, but she hasn't given me the brief yet, and I don't really know if it's still happening. But I've done 2, and yeah.
Do they reach out to you, or do you contact people? How are you getting gigs?
They reached out to me, but I email art directors.
Oh, okay.
I just emailed them my website, but I think I emailed The Guardian like 8 months ago, so I don't really know if there's any correlation between emailing them or maybe they just found me on Instagram. I don't know.
Yeah, that was exciting.
Yeah.
I'm putting a border on because I love the way
a border looks.
Yeah, it just makes artwork look so much better to have a little border around it. Makes it look official, you know?
Yeah.
As usual, you'll be finished by the time I'm set up.
I got water from the sea.
Oh god, that looks like
coffee
grounds. Yeah, don't drink that.
Honestly, there's a little bit of coffee in here.
Oh, that's fun. Organic. Look, you got sand in there and everything. I made a rookie mistake and only brought drinking water, so I'm going to collect some of the water that runs off from this cliff for painting. Okay, Sunny, compare the filtered cliff water to the seawater.
Wow.
Ugh. Oh, look at that. It's gorgeous, Sunny.
Oh, thank you.
Oh my God. I love your style because it's a real blend to me of Asian and
Oh,
the West.
really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Your mark making to me feels very,
Asian.
a little bit, don't you think?
Yeah.
That's pretty, Sunny.
Oh, thank you.
Your sketching style is constantly evolving.
I just
Don't you
do
think so?
whatever I feel like
Yeah.
in the day. Because I feel like this is something I can experiment on. And
Yeah.
yeah, like with the illustration, I feel pressured to stay with a certain style to get jobs.
I've made some color notes of the sea and the distant hills, and now I'm ready to start painting. I like to start with a quick pencil sketch just to make sure that I get all of the main forms in the right location. I think one of the things that appeals to me so much about this location is how clearly you can see the atmospheric perspective in play here. These hills in the distance aren't really that far away, but they're far enough away to be a different color. And a lot of times when you're painting outside, atmospheric perspective is something that you know about, but you don't actually see. And so this is a really excellent place to just put it into practice because you can really see the differences in the color temperature and even the subtle nuances in the different colors. I was hoping for the sky to be more of a wash, but it was so hot outside that the paint was drying really quickly. So I just put the sky in and left it, and then moved on to the distant hills and the sea.
Do another one.
Oh, hi, Johnny.
It feels so good to be chosen by a dog.
It does. Watercolor is the opposite of oil painting in that you want to put down your lightest values first and then slowly build those values over time. Although I have experimented with adding darker colors more quickly with plein, I always come back to this because this is the technique that gets me the best results when I'm painting outside. Paint's drying quickly, isn't it?
Yeah, because it's so hot.
How are you doing?
I'm good.
Why don't you do another quick one? You easily have enough time to do a second one, the way you paint.
Okay.
I think I have a tendency, if I spend too long on something, to overwork it, and then
Yeah.
I look at it later and I think, well, it was perfect. You know,
Yeah.
what was I thinking? And I think yours looks perfect.
I shouldn't touch it anymore.
I wouldn't.
Okay.
I wouldn't because I think it's beautiful.
Well, thank you.
I like the way you put a dog in there.
I was like, that looks just like Poppy, but she's gone so far out.
She's being
I
brave.
didn't realize.
It's funny how protective she gets when another dog comes close, then she runs over.
Yeah.
Like, my people. I have this thing with watercolor where if I don't get it right, then it starts to just look overworked.
Mm.
So it's that question of, do you leave it?
I think you leave it. You usually do a pen first.
I know. I might add pen now.
Yeah.
What do you think? Do you think it would benefit from a bit of...
I think so.
It needs
like a little bit.
It needs a bit of brightness in some of these areas. The cliffs have gone into shadow, but when I first started painting, the light was catching the jagged edges in a few areas, and I used some gouache to try to recapture some of the pale green areas that I overworked. Gouache is a wonderful medium for that. I'm loving the ability to have a small, lightweight primary palette of dried gouache in this Art Toolkit demi palette, especially for times like this. I don't normally carry a palette of gouache with me, but I think that's about to change.
Do you watch TV at night?
Yeah. Do you?
Yeah. What do you watch?
Lately, Star Trek.
Really?
Yeah.
We've been watching Clarkson's Farm.
Oh, what's that about?
Jeremy
Carl-
Clarkson has a farm.
Yeah.
I didn't watch the first seasons. I'm just watching like the one that came out. It's funny.
He's good TV. If anything, this is showing me that I need to paint more seascapes.
You do. The sea is hard to paint.
I know. I don't really have a repertoire of tricks yet to get it to look like it is easily. I want to be able to give the impression of it without overworking it. Oh, that's so cute. I love the dog.
Yeah. And this.
Oh, nice. You did some rock studies. That one was turned the other way, wasn't it?
Oh yeah.
That's nice.
And a cliff.
Yeah.
Do you ever send postcards to people?
No. Do you?
No.
I should. Maybe I will. Maybe I'll send it to my mom. She's got a birthday coming up.
Aww.
It was such an idyllic day painting at the beach with Sunny that it was heart-wrenching to see a huge cloud of polluted water drifting towards the shore as we were leaving. I used to love swimming at this beach, but the local water company has been dumping sewage into the ocean, and the beaches were closed several days last summer, so I just don't risk it anymore. I'm stupidly optimistic, and I always hope that things will change, but this was a reminder that the issue hasn't gone away. And it's probably not a coincidence that tourism in the local area has slowed down lately. Imagine spending thousands to bring your family here on vacation, and this is what greets you. Or being amongst the marine life that depends on this habitat being healthy for your survival. It's devastating, and I'm sorry to end the video on a low note. I'm glad that I've been able to paint the beach while it was still clean, and I hope that someday things will improve, and I'll do what I can to help. Thank you so much for joining us on this little painting adventure. I hope you take away the happy parts, and I really appreciate your support. I hope you have a beautiful day with many happy painting adventures of your own. Happy painting.